Hi, it's Tammy from Tammy Fogarty Nutrition and Wellness. Last week I sent out my newsletter and I included something about Monday mindset. And I got an overwhelming number of responses through emails, people saying, what exactly is your Monday mindset and how do you do it? How can you change your mindset to have a better, more productive week? So I thought I would make you a little video on this and tell you exactly what I do every week so that I stay on task and I stay productive and get my goals done. All right, so this is what works for me. Now, and this may not work for everybody, but I want you to try it. Before I get into the specific tasks that I do, I want to explain to you why I do this Monday mindset. So I realized about 6 months ago, I was teaching a course and it was Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday mornings. It was a really long course. I taught for 4 hours at a time and it was extremely exhausting. And what I gave up to teach this course was a Monday morning yoga class that I was teaching. And I realized after a couple weeks that my whole week was thrown off because I taught this class and I wasn't doing this yoga class in the morning. And yoga for me really kind of puts my mind in the right direction and it allows me to strategize. At one point in my life, I used to run, and running was a way for me to strategize my day. So I would get up really early in the morning and I'd go for a long run, and it worked for me. Now, yoga has taken the place of running. So when I start my day with some sort of physical activity, it puts me in the right mindset so that when I start my work day, I'm actually much more productive and I meet my goals throughout the week. So I have come up with a strategy that works for me and I call it my Monday mindset. And no, I don't teach that class anymore. Once that term was over, I said, no more. I have to start my week with this Monday morning yoga class. So on Sunday, what I do at the end of the day is I create a planner. And I literally, and I have it here, I have an old school planner. I have my phone and I have a calendar, but I literally write all of my goals and objectives and to-do list in the old school book. And for me, it works because if I write something down, I remember it. I can stick it in my phone a million times, but it is not as effective for me as actually writing it down. So on Sunday, I write my to-do list for the week. I include what has to be done, so my basic to-do list. And then my objectives for the week and my goals for the week. I also include things that I'm working on for the month. So I have a monthly planner, but every Sunday I prepare what needs to be done for the week. So Monday morning, first thing in the morning, I get up, I have my coffee, my breakfast, I check emails. I'm a college professor, so I go online and I check on my students. I do teach some online courses. And then from there, I go and I teach this yoga class Monday mornings. Now, because I'm teaching the class, I also get to participate, so I get to have a practice as well as get to spend time with some women that are all starting the week the same way. And I always talk about create your mindset. So when I talk about your mindset, I'm talking about your mood. How do you want your week to play out? Do you want to be productive or are you going to procrastinate? You create your mood. You create that mindset. And if you put it in your mind that you are going to be productive and you're going to get certain tasks done, you will. If you end the weekend saying, tomorrow is Monday and I'm dragging ass and I don't want to go back to work and I hate my job and this week is going to be so long, guess what? Your week is going to suck. So you have to work on changing the mindset. How can you make it a better week for you so that it is bearable and tolerable and that you get some enjoyment out of your week? You can do it. You just change your mindset. And it really is that simple and it really is that powerful. Okay, so going back, Sundays, I create my list and literally, I'm gonna show you my book and I don't know if you'll see it on the camera, but here is like the whole month, right? And then it's broken down into weeks. So for each week, I write down different tasks. And whatever I don't get done by the end of the week, I carry it on to the next week. So I have weeks for the goals that I see every single day when I open my book. So every morning I look at this and go, okay, what needs to be done? And I see my to-do list and then I see my wish list. And whatever doesn't get done, it's okay. I start working on it, I do what I can, but I include it into the next week and I carry it over until that task gets done. And this is what works for me. Now, I also schedule time for yoga. I schedule time to go to the gym with my husband. We usually go around 4 o'clock. I schedule time to prepare dinner. I schedule time to go to the grocery store. I make it work for me. And that might sound kind of silly, but for people that have a hard time making the time to do things like go to the gym, schedule it. Just like you would schedule a doctor's appointment. Do you cancel on your doctor's appointment? Likely no. So make it so that you don't cancel on yourself. Make an appointment, put it in a book. It's a really pretty book. I like using it and it works. I know exactly what needs to get done and I map out my time. I figure out how long each task will take me and I set aside that amount of time. Now what I do love to use my phone for, because sometimes I get enthralled on a project and I don't want to stop and I can keep working and working, but there's other things that need to also get done. I put a little timer on my phone so I stop working on a specific task and I move on to the next task. Sometimes having that timer forces me to finish because sometimes, like if I'm writing a blog, I'll write for hours and hours and hours and it actually becomes less productive for me. So if I give myself a time limit, I know I have to get it done within that certain amount of time, and guess what? I get it done. All right, so that is my Monday mindset and I want you to try it. Try it out next week. What are your top objectives, your goals for the week? How do you plan on making that work? And how will you fit it into your schedule? Believe me, we always have time to make things fit into our schedule. And if you're wondering where you're gonna find extra time, think about how much time you spend on the phone with social media. How much time do you sit watching television? Scale back 30 minutes of that free time that you have in order to accomplish your goals, like maybe going to the gym or cooking something healthy. So I hope this was really helpful for you. Let me know, send me an email, let me know how it goes, and I will see you next week. Thanks everybody, have a great day.